Welcome back, everyone, to the Outer Worlds. It's time for us to break into Tartarus prison, break out Phineas Wells, and kill everybody who gets in the way.
A great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Alrighty then. Alright, who do I want with me? I think I want Pavardi and Max, strangely enough, the people I started with. Hold on. Let's do it. No. Yes. I just saved. It's okay, game. Thanks for watching out for me, but don't worry, I'm good.
To inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Noted.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Noted. Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0.
Well,
The
shit.
interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I
Thanks.
would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Nice try, but not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long is that going to take? What is it with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Wait, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die.
Holy shit, that worked.
Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
Oh shit, did we just get backup?
Goodbye.
Did we just get honest to goodness fucking backup? Let's do this. I ain't gonna be one for sneaking around, but if the opportunity presents itself.
The captain did right by us. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, my dad.
Holy shit.
the last of them. What was that?
Hot damn. Oh no, my board reputation went down. Who the fuck is shooting me? Oh, I think that was just residual N-ray energy. Note to self, don't use this when enemies are too close.
Groundbreaker doesn't need traffic. We've got a fight on our hands.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Elite Mardette. It's hard to tell you all apart when you're in armor and such.
They call this place the Labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
So, Groundbreaker held this in. Will we get any more help? Have we made any friends along the way? You just think about that.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
I'm not wrong. Okay, and the shroud will work. I'd say I wouldn't mind fighting my way through, but I'd prefer to have assistance if I'm to do so.
Keep your shoulders up.
Ooh. Very nice. Plasma Carbine Ultra. So how ooh, okay. Level 28. No match for my weapon. Hot damn.
Unexpected noise unperforming in area.
Incoming!
What the fuck? Oh, my disguise failed because I was stealing something. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, nope, I've been N-rayed. Ack.
Never anger a man of the cloth!
Oh boy. Too many N-rays. Okay, I see what makes them dangerous now. Oh, I am too far away to activate their low melee attacks. Hey, you're awfully far away. Be ashamed if you all got right up. Oh, the enemy's using N-ray weapons as well. Ow. Hold on. God damn. It's been a while since I died. Continue. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's do it to it.
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I read. Push on, Mardette.
Find his death with us. What's that noise? What's that?
Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't want to accidentally shoot a Mardet.
Nice hit!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Poor bastard. Oh god, I knocked off all his limbs. Oh god, I punched out all of his blood.
The labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
Okay.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
There we go. I gotta remember to use their abilities. But,
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways in here.
I was about to say, there's gotta be a way through. I probably just stole something or something. Did something I wasn't supposed to. Interesting. Can I just close this door? Oh, thank goodness. So when I'm standing over here, the stealth field suddenly fails. Got it. That's what got me in trouble. Okay. No ladder.
A busy worker is a happy worker.
Goddamn robots. Oh, Jesus Christ. I almost fucking Duke Nukem squished myself. Oh, here's a neat little hidey hole. Oh, this area has restricted access. I would not be surprised if this area goes like just beyond a little bit in that little closet down there, and that's what fucked everything up. Jesus Christ. Oh, bullets and stuff. Level 29 vermin. And a workbench to put all the mods you can buy on things. Just in case you were feeling a little antsy about your guns. Hoo-wee! So they took the chemicals. Ooh, retro rockets. Pod 2. In duration, undefined. Guessing pod 2 is where we are headed. Goodness gracious. Ain't this a sight?
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Hey! We got Iconoclasts in the house! Oh shit, it's the Van Noys! If I had let them die, I wouldn't have been able to have their help here.
Here we go.
Thank you, Pavardi. Oh, it's a little sneaky hole. Okay, got it. Oh boy. Oh Jesus.
May you find peace in death.
Did you just shoot him in the dick? It's fucked up, Max. You don't shoot a man in the dick. Oh shit, it's Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is.
Chairman?
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Right. Chairman Rockwell, I presume?
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around.
Yeah.
But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problem.
Holy shit, you are so fucking stupid.
Plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You'd prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? I can fix this.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
No, it's not! Ugh. With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Good. Maybe some good can come out of you after all. Damn right you will, otherwise I'm coming for you next. No. So, yeah, there's reason to keep him alive. He's useful. Cameras. Cameras? Cameras. You have no idea how hard it was getting a green tarp. The iconoclasts have the pit.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Here we go!
Excellent hit!
So we've gotten assistance from...
My life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Aw, some humility.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Yeah, very natural. It's over, Sophia. Just give up. We're liberating Halcyon. There's not a damn thing you can do to stop us. You sure do love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
I'm afraid I can't do that. You have a flair for subtlety. If you'd worked for me, you would have been the greatest fixer Halcyon has ever seen. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
I'm here for Phineas. Just let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health. Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
Charm. I don't want to fight you, Sophia. You're one of the only rational people left. No, I'm giving you the chance to walk away before I turn you into a bloody mess.
Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented, Captain. I only wish you'd used your talents for good. You wander the system, doing as you please, answering to no one. Your mere existence throws Halcyon into chaos. I simply can't have that.
Halcyon's changing. There's nothing you can do to stop that. You need to let go.
I'm keeping this colony from falling over the edge of dissolution with my own two hands. And you want me to let go? No. The answer is no. You had so much potential. I would have put your talents to good use. I would have made you wealthy beyond belief.
I've got no interest. We can still work together. All you need to do is stand down.
I'm not in the business of working with my enemies, and you've made your loyalties abundantly clear. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Dr. Wells and I are both scientists. We believe Halcyon can still be saved.
I'm aware of Dr. Wells' plan. Revive some brilliant scientists and engineers from the Hope and work with them to save the colony. He's already revived you, after all. 50 or 60 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But we've passed the point of no return. The best scientists in Halcyon can't save us now.
And who's, it's gonna take a miracle to save Halcyon, but we can do it if we work together.
I appreciate your confidence, Captain. But so long as you're allied with Dr. Wells, we can never work together. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you.
I've got left a lot of corpses behind me, Sophia. You sure you want to be next?
When you put it that way, no. Not in the least. Damn it all. Very well. You win. I'm familiar enough with your methods to realize my chances of survival are low. Congratulations, Captain. You've outplayed me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care.
Thank you. I'm glad we could settle this without violence.
I just hope you've made the right decision. The fate of the colony is in your hands now. I bid you farewell, Captain.
Easy peasy. I'm coming for you, Phineas. Hold on, buddy. Jesus Christ. Oh, dear God. I got you, man. Whew.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
What did they do to you? Are you kidding? Board never stood a chance.
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. I was just about to pop up with some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
So we either fix this, or we all die.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed. including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Old friend, we've only been doing this for a couple of months. I'm going to run this colony myself. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevic's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away, and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
Gracious.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal.
Oh my.
Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Damn right.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell.
You don't say.
However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony. Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony. Others believe she died trying to escape Tartarus. Some few suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew who his supplier was, he never told a soul. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived.
Pour one out for a real
Today,
one.
Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you.
No.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, that's that. Thanks for joining me in the Outer Worlds. It's fucking great. The dialogue is funny and well written. Well, I say it's funny, but it's only funny because the premise is absurd. Like, let's take like corporate market-based I said corporate already. Market-based, like, society to the extreme. What if we run society like a company? And as it turns out, it kind of sucks dicks. It's really bad. Yeah, I mean, it's great for the people at the top. Not so good for anyone else. And I mean, if you want to be successful, you play in the, you draw, you know, color in the lines, and then you win. But if you really give a shit about, like, things getting better for, you know, everyone, you have to find some way to destroy or reconfigure the system. And I mean, like, it's easy to go, like, full revolution and be like, nah, man, break everything, smash everything, kill everyone, cause massive financial ruin. But, like, someone's depending on that shit. Like, it's real easy to look at the iconoclasts and be like, they got the right idea, let's blow up MSI. But, like, MSI is better. Not good, but better. And if you're not willing to accept anything but perfect, you're never going to get anything done. You should always push for more. Have to. But there has to be a point where you stop pushing and you start working. And I mean, like, yeah, I know, like, pushing is also part of working, but, like, I don't know. Mochi, the bestest rat. Well, yeah. Because, like, I don't know. I listened to a podcast on NPR called No Compromise. And anyone who's presenting perfection, anyone who's saying, no, you can't compromise, they're probably scamming you. Like, it's a great way to run a scam. Because nothing ever gets fixed. And if nothing ever gets fixed, the people who want to fix things, who think that you can do it, will keep giving you money. But that doesn't really accomplish anything, no matter what you're trying to do. The podcast is about, like, gun control, and about these guys who are like, nope, no gun control ever. And how they refuse to compromise, even with, like, the most right-wing of Republicans. And, like, it's a great way to make it so nothing gets done, and people need to keep paying you to keep pushing for this agenda that isn't broadly popular and nobody actually wants. So, yeah, you do have to keep pushing, but you have to meet people where they are and accept people as far as they'll go, even if you know they're wrong. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot lately about, like, how to convince people. And it's difficult. It's fucking hard. And perhaps hardest of all is accepting that maybe you can't convince someone. It takes the right circumstances. It takes the right position. And it's entirely possible and likely that you're not in a position to do that. Like, I can debate a stranger on the street as hard as I want, but I can't make him agree with me. Like, maybe it takes someone close to do that. Maybe it takes a dear friend to do that. So, I don't know. Focus on your inner circle, I guess. It might be nice to be able to convince anyone with a single conversation, but it's just not that simple. Goddamn, I love this theme. How much more is there? Is there a way to make it go by faster? Oh, Jesus. Well, that's it for the Outer Worlds. What am I going to do now? Fuck, I don't know. I'll think of something. I always do. Good night, everyone.